All right, buckle up for this one because it's finna be a long one. All right. Hey, what's good with y'all? Man, it's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, Michael Jordan of gaming, also the rebel of the YouTube Underground. Is it still a YouTube Underground? I asked that last time. I don't know if I can say that anymore, but I'm definitely the rebel of YouTube Underground. I am not a crump side YouTuber, so don't put me into that. Anyway, I want to talk about something, man. I want to talk about what you see on the screen here. I keep getting all these guys on Twitter, and these guys are from the crump side. So they are a bunch of dirtbags. Sorry, it's the truth. But these guys have been boasting on Twitter about PC gamers folded. They are all talk, all this yakety yak nonsense. Because they were saying they were going to boycott Borderlands 3 on the Epic Store. And Epic and PC Gamer posted that Borderlands 3 is 2K's best-selling PC game a few days ago. So they're like, yeah, man, y'all talk, y'all don't live by what y'all say and all that stuff, and y'all not a man of your word and all that. And I was like, yo, first of all, I don't believe the nonsense. I feel like, Sweeney is out here lying because, he be on some BS. I think they just want to say, haha, Epic won, just to feel better about themselves. But we haven't seen any numbers, so I don't really understand or believe that it's true. So yeah, I don't know. Cause I feel like GTA is the best selling 2K game. And yeah, it's Take-Two Interactive. I still think that's 2K, I think. And I think GTA probably did much better than that. Plus, Borderlands 2 had more players on it, I thought, than Borderlands 3 on launch day. So I'm not sure how that happened. But anyway, if it is true, I feel like I know the reason why. So if you watched BG's podcast, he mentioned something I said on Twitter and to him. And I still believe that, and I think it's true. So pretty much what I said was the reason that if this was true, the reason it happened is because most of the PC gamers now were not true PC gamers from the time when we were boycotting and stuff like that, bad practices. And there is a reason I say that. So, first of all, let's give you some history on console gamers. So, console gamers, in my opinion, and this is going to sound very harsh, but it's very true. Console gamers kind of ruin gaming. It's the truth. You can argue as much as you want, but they kind of ruin gaming in a sense. Now, they kind of help gaming a little bit as well, but they kind of ruined it. And what I mean by that is we're in the world of microtransactions now because console gamers were accepting of this. Xbox gamers are the main target of mine right now because back in the original Xbox days, not only did they pay for the console, but they paid for their games and then also paid for Xbox Live, and they were willing to do this. I remember thinking they were crazy when they were doing this. I did not understand because I could play my games free on the PlayStation 2, and when I got into PC gaming heavy in 2004, I could play those games online for free as well. So I never understood this concept. Then, as I later had to buy a 360, well, I had a choice. It was either the PS3 or the 360. My gaming PC was starting to show its age with all the newer games coming up with higher graphics fidelity, and my hardware could not keep up, and I did not have the job to pay for a new PC at the time because I was a younger guy. I was like, 23, 22, and I worked part-time at like Target, which paid the minimum wage. So was not going to be getting any money like that at that time. So I went and bought a 360. Actually, at that time, I was working at Reboot Tuesday in 2007. I didn't start working at Target until 2011. So I was working at Reboot Tuesday. So I was making, I was a host there. So I was making $3 and I think 50 cents an hour. And then I would have to get tips from whatever the waiters got. So yeah, and I was part-time. So I really wasn't making much money. So I had to just get a 360 or a PS3. My homeboy that I worked with convinced me to get a 360. He said, yo, just get that. I was like, I don't want to pay to play online. I think that's stupid. He was like, yo, it's not that bad. It's just $50. I was like, yeah, but that's stupid. And he was like, yo, ain't no games on the PS3. Halo about to come out. Get the 360. And I was like, yeah, I do kind of want to play Halo. And it is a little bit more for the PS3, and they don't really have any new games at this point because they're kind of new. They don't have any good games, that is. All right, so I bought a 360. So I went and bought a television. I bought like an HD TV first. And then I went and copped the 360. I think the next week or so. So I copped the 360. And I paid for 3 months of... No, actually, I think I got a free month, and then I think I paid for like a 3-month card. So I was paying for 3 months of Xbox. So I kind of helped with this nonsense. But fast forward, Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out. I think it was like 2008 or 9 or whatever it was. So I originally bought it on my PC first. Bought it on that first because I played the original Call of Duty since 2004 on that, and like all my friends that I played Call of Duty with were on the PC. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna get it on that so I can play with my Call of Duty friends. So bought it on that. My Xbox 360 friends was like, yo, why'd you get it on the PC? That was stupid. Now you can't play with us. You should get it on the 360. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I went back the next week and bought it on the 360. Not next week, actually the next day. Then I bought it on the 360. Was playing it, and we were having fun on it on both PC and consoles. It was alright fun. Normally it was just me talking about how casual it was compared to the old ones, but I made do. You know, we was having fun playing with each other. Pause. Uh, but eventually, later on, Activision decided to announce the new map packs. And I remember after they showed the trailer and announcement, it said that it was $30 to get those map packs. I was like, wait, what? And then like my friends was like, what? And I was like, yo, you gotta pay $30 for these maps? And they like, yeah, you do, but I guess we gotta do that, man. I'm gonna do that because I'm tired of playing on these maps. I'm like, yo, don't you dare pay for these maps, yo. He's like, yo, I'm gonna pay for these maps. So I'm tired of playing on these maps, dog. I was like, yo, you already paying $50 to play your games online, and you want to pay for some maps? Like, dog, like, why would you do that? I was like, yo, on Rainbow Six Vegas, we didn't have to pay for any maps. Then I was talking about on the PC, because on the PC version of Modern Warfare, those maps were free. We didn't have to pay for those. All of the maps you got and you had to pay for on the console, got them suckers for free. Did not have to pay for none of the maps. And then on all the older shooters that I played on the PC, any new maps was introduced, all we had to do was update it, and we got those new maps. We didn't have to pay for none of those. So I'm like, yo, if you pay for these maps, what's going to happen is you're showing the developers they can get money out of you for anything. So they're going to start charging you for maps. They're going to start charging you for daggone clothing on your characters, like the customized and stuff like that. They're going to start charging you for daggone parts of the game probably. Lo and behold, we're in 2019, and that is literally a tradition in gaming now. That is like a thing now. So I was right. So a lot of console gamers, even if not only Xbox 360 gamers, so even PS3 gamers were paying for these map packs. And then eventually PS4 gamers, even though they were teasing, Xbox gamers, PlayStation gamers decided that it was fine to have to pay for online. And I made a video about this, and they called me all sorts of names. But before then, they were teasing Xbox gamers on having to pay online. It was like, yeah, PS3, we don't got to pay for online, but y'all got to. And then once it was announced that on the PS4, you would have to pay for online, they were like, I can understand why, because, it's going to fix the infrastructure on the online, because it's kind of slow on the PS4, and then they get hacked all the time, and it's always going down. Okay, so if that were the thing, where's this money going to that you guys were paying for? Because PlayStation Online still is able to get taken down. PSN can go down just as easy as it did back then. It's still not fast. Updating a game compared to the Xbox version, nah, it takes forever for the PlayStation to update any game. Xbox is still very fast. So where did this money go to? So where does this money go to that you're paying these companies? It goes nowhere. It goes absolutely nowhere. It goes to their shareholders. That's where it goes. Just like with these games, when you pay for these microtransactions, it goes to these shareholders. It does not go to the developers. There's been tons of newsletters talking about how the developers don't see this money. It just goes to the shareholders. So what I'm saying is console gamers never really had a backbone. They were easily manipulated to pay for things just to enjoy their game. While the PC guys, they tried it with us, the original PC guys. They tried it with us, and we did not allow this. They tried to charge us to play games for live. We was like, nah, we won't buy your games. We won't use your service. We won't. We're not going to pay for these games. Even though we want to play those games, we're not going to allow you to do that. And then, like, Xbox killed it. Microsoft killed that. They was like, okay, look, it's not going to work. Other things they tried on PC gamers, it got killed because we put our foot down. We're like, yo, we're not supporting that. So what I'm saying is, over the years, a lot of the console gamers have gravitated towards PC gaming. Whether it was influenced from YouTube or from Steam sales, hearing it from their friends, or seeing it over their friend's house that probably PC gamed. So like I remember back in the day when Hard 8 wasn't even like in the PC gaming. Like he was calling PC gamers all sorts of names. He was like, yo, I don't need no PC. I don't need no garbage PC. Da, da, da. He used to run with all the wrong narrative. Like it costs millions of dollars to build a PC and all that stuff. He was one of those guys. And then I think Bond finally convinced him to go into PC gaming. He saw Bond's games and stuff and saw how they looked. He saw other YouTubers that were PC gamers posting PC gameplay, and he saw how they looked. Battlefield 3 came out, and it was obvious how different Battlefield 3 looked on the PC version to the console version. I think you only could get like 24-man lobbies on the console. You could do 64-man lobbies on the PC. Graphics fidelity was much better on the PC compared to the consoles. The performance ran much better on the PC than the consoles. YouTube introduced 60 FPS mode. Console people didn't know what 60 FPS was. They didn't know any of the FPS stuff. They just knew the game ran. People started posting gameplay videos at 60 FPS when YouTube allowed it. People started seeing the performance like, wow, that's how games run on PC? That joint looks crazy. They decided to build their gaming PC because of that. Bond got Hard 8 to get into PC gaming. I think Hard 8 may have convinced BG, or maybe BG got his before him, but somebody, it was probably Bond again, convinced BG to get into PC gaming. Those guys convinced other YouTubers that were cool with them to get into PC gaming to try it out. And then those YouTubers made videos on PC gaming like, yo, PC gaming is crazy. It is what they say it is. It looks amazing. Look at these graphics compared to the 360 to the PS3. It doesn't stand a chance. So those people saw that and got influenced to get into PC gaming. Digital Foundry made videos comparing the consoles to the PC. And they saw the fidelity difference and was like, yo, I'm going to get a PC. YouTubers like PewDiePie, like CNanders, who started off playing Minecraft. Little kids that were kids around 2011, you know, your 10-year-olds in 2011 and stuff, who are now your 21-year-olds, they were watching those guys play those games on a PC that were only PC exclusives. They got influenced to get on the PCs. It was a whole snowball effect, like it just grew. And like I went and pulled up, you know, articles on it. So as you see, like this article, which was written back in, where was this written? 2015. PC gaming growing faster than consoles. And they're showing, this is consoles in gray, PC in green, how it gradually overtook consoles. Because what happened was, at the later peak of the console age of the 360 and the PS3, people started seeing how great the PC graphics were and the performance were. And then, like I said, all those influences from YouTube and YouTubers and things like that, people started gradually dropping off of the consoles and starting to get gaming PCs until, you know, the newer consoles came out. But even those people who got the newer consoles still stuck with gaming PCs, because even those newer consoles still were slightly weaker than those PCs. There were still things that didn't look as good on those consoles than on the PC gaming. So even YouTubers, like I said, YouTubers influenced it. Big YouTubers. This was back in 2016. My experience from switching from a console gaming to PC gaming, from Jaybird Gaming. And then if you look at the comment section, you see a bunch of people stating that they were also making that change. They were, you know, getting their new PC parts built. They were definitely going from their consoles to PC gaming. See what I'm saying? PC gaming grew back in that time period because people were being influenced to come from consoles to PCs. So what I'm saying is, if Borderlands did sell that much, it is because these newer PC gamers came from the consoles and still have those console values and traits. They don't care about the Epic Gaming Store. They don't care about Steam. Most of them, when they first came over to PC, there were already other launchers already there. So they're already used to that. They're not like me and others who started back in 2004 or before then, who, when Steam was around, it was only for Valve games. Typically what we used to use was Xfire. That's how we used to add friends. That's how we used to keep up and talk to friends. That's how we used to find what games people were playing and launch into the games before Steam started getting other publishers onto their platform and then adding profiles and stuff like that. Before Steam did that, it was all on Xfire. They weren't around for that. They came around with all these other launchers, so they don't understand that. So people like me and others that have a huge library on Steam, we prefer to keep it just on Steam. People who understand PCs a little bit more than these console guys, or the guys who just switched over to PC, we understand that these launchers can slow your computer down a little bit more, having them all open. We understand that it takes memory for these launchers to be installed, and things like that. We don't want that. We understand that some of these launchers have daggone malware and DRMs and things attached to them. We understand that. But these guys don't understand that. They don't care about that. These guys are willing to do whatever it takes to play their game the way they want to play it. So they know Borderlands was coming out. Borderlands was pretty much introduced as probably the first looter-based game for consoles. There were probably other games, but this is one that I know the most of. That was multiplayer. It was like MMO style. It was probably one of the very first ones, and a lot of these guys had it on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. So they know this game. As you know, first they love it for nostalgic reasons. You know, this was the game they loved back then, and now they're on a PC and they know that the PC version is going to look much better. They're going to buy it on the PC, and they don't care if Epic has an exclusivity deal. They're going to buy it there. They don't care if you're mad. They don't care if you'd rather have your games on Steam. They're like, yo, I don't care about that. I want to play this game. This is the game I like, and I prefer to play it on the PC, so I'm going to play it on the PC. So I feel like the original PC guys had a backbone. We're still boycotting. We're still waiting that 6 months, and then once it hit Steam, we'll buy the game. But those guys who, came from the consoles, they don't care. They're going to buy it, and they're the ones that probably bought it. If what they're saying is true, they're the ones that made it where it's the best-selling 2K game, not us original PC guys. So don't try to, say that we don't have no backbone, we all talk. No, the ones that's talking are the ones that really about that life. They ain't getting it. Because Battlefield still sold pretty decently. It just didn't sell as well as it normally did, but it sold pretty decently. And I really don't even think the Borderlands 3 sold that well, to be honest with you. Like I said, we never saw the numbers. And what we saw that day was Borderlands 2 had more people on it than Borderlands did. Borderlands 3 did, so I don't know how true those numbers are. But it's just like the saying, dog, like, this is going to be a weird comparison, but it's true. You can argue with me all you want, but it's the truth. You know that saying where they say you can take the hood out the dude, but you can't, you take the dude out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the dude? Or you can even say the trailer park. You can do the trailer park too. It's the same thing. So you can take the console player out the console area and put him in the PC, but you can't take those console traits out of that person. So if you ever see that happen in real life where somebody came from the hood to your neighborhood, you might be in a good neighborhood. These guys got to come up, or gentrification. They moved them out of the projects and moved them into your area. And then you start seeing your area start to turn to the projects because these people kept them same values. They throwing litter on the ground, which this is happening around my way. That's why I'm really hitting on this. Because I don't live in the suburbs, but I still live in the city area, but it's like a gated community kind of. And we had some people that moved in straight from the hood. Like, dude had his whole crew out there on the steps smoking weed on somebody else's steps. They be throwing trash out in the daggone parking area. Like, leaving trash literally out in the street. Like, don't pick it up or throw it away or nothing. Just throw it out there and just leave it. And we started noticing that, like, and people been complaining, like, yo, where are these people coming from that's throwing this trash out, stuff like that. Like, these people keep those same traits. Don't matter if they move from the daggone hood. They still the hood. They still hood. They still got that mentality. So even though they left the console, they still got that console mentality. They got that console mentality that, oh, I'm going to pay for this map pack. I don't care. Oh, I'm going to pay for this DLC for this daggone game just to finish the story because I want to finish the story. I enjoy this game. Oh, I'm going to buy this game on this daggone Epic, store because I want to play this game. I don't care about that whole Steam thing. Shoot, don't bother me. I want to play with this game. I enjoy this game. I want to play it. We enjoy the games too, but we don't want to be cheated. Like, Epic should not be forcing people. If the daggone, why should they have to pay for these exclusives if their cut is so much better? If it's all about the cut too, just now I thought about it. If it's all about that Steam cut, because the Steam cut is the same as PlayStation and Xboxes, by the way, if you guys didn't know. But if it was about that Steam cut, then why does Epic have to pay these guys to come to their launcher? If it was about that, then that should not be the case. You dig what I'm saying? So Epic is just being dirtbags, and that's why I don't believe anything that came out about this Borderlands 3 selling better on the PC. I feel like it's lies. We have not seen numbers. I'm going to keep saying that. We have not seen any numbers on this to prove it right. I feel like it's just lies to make people believe that, yeah, they got a W on PC gamers. They cried and all that, but we still sold well, so nah. I feel like that's what's going on. I don't believe any of that stuff is actually true because Sweeney has been known and caught in lies. So I don't believe it. But anyway, that's it for my video. If you were offended or upset, I am very, very sorry. But I'm not going to change what I said because it is all truth. Leave a like and a comment. I don't know why. You can subscribe maybe. I don't know if I'm upload again anytime soon. But just in case I somehow get that itch to start uploading videos again, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter as well. Let me know how you feel about the things I said in the comment section. If you agree or if you don't agree. I know a lot of you aren't going to agree. I know a lot of you are the crumb side people. And you're definitely just going to be like, yeah, whatever, tick. Yeah, I don't believe that. Nah, because of this. Even though I kind of explained it. But you'll just try to backtrack and sidestep and ignore the things I said because that's how you guys are. I know for arguing with you guys how you work. But it's facts, man. I showed that, PC gaming grew because of, influences like YouTubers and stuff like that. So, they grew because of, different YouTubers getting into PC gaming and stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyway, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't want to talk any longer. I'm already at like 20 or so minutes. It's your boy Tick, a.k.a. Gaming. What? Man, it's been a long time. This is Tick, a.k.a. Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan of gaming. And I'm going to be gone. Bye.